Good morning, everyone. Today in this class, we are going to discuss about corrosion reaction. So generally, when we leave metals so many days in a freely atmosphere, they easily corrode. So corrosion is nothing but conversion of the metals into their native forms as a ores like oxides or sulfides. So it is a one oxidation reaction. Next, the good example for corrosion reactions are three: iron rusting, silver transiting, and greenish color coat form on the copper utensils. These three examples for corrosion reaction. Not only these three, every metal is corrode. Corrode is nothing but conversion of the metal from its metal form to its ore form. So in this corrosion reaction, the strong metal convert as weak ores. So in this three corrosion, iron rusting, silver transiting, and greenish color coat formation on the copper utensils. Okay, next we need to study detailedly the favorable condition for rust. So for finding the favorable condition for rust, we collected three test tubes: test tube A, test tube B, test tube C. So in these all test tubes, three iron nails are we poured, and in three test tubes we poured water. But here first test tube air and water, here second test tube air there, water there, but for removal of the contact between air and water we used here oil as a layer. In third test tube C, so air is there, but for removal of the moisture we used anhydrous calcium chloride. This anhydrous calcium chloride absorb all water from the test tube. So after this three test tubes lived 1 week to 10 days freely. So out of these three test tubes we observed that formation of a rust in first test tube only. From this experiment, what we conclude: for iron rusting, two things are necessarily essentially contact with iron. What are the iron? Contact with air and water vapor. So what is rusting? So we already know that from 7th class onward. Iron particles, when lived in the presence of air and moisture, it get rust. That rust appear as a one brownish color coat on them. Now we need to give the chemical explanation for rusting process. So it is the rusting of iron process is very complex process, but for simplifying it is considered as a electrochemical process. In this process, firstly we take one iron rod. That iron rod lived so many days for atmosphere, air and water contact with iron rod. So on that iron rod A one point, that point act as a anode. At anode, the two iron atoms get oxidized and they becomes Fe plus 2 dipositive cations, and each iron atom contributes 2 electrons, totally 4 electrons. 2 Fe gives rise to 2 Fe plus 2 and plus 4 electrons. That 4 electrons not stay at anode. That 4 electrons move to another spot on the iron rod. That point act as a cathode. At this cathode, these 4 electrons react with oxygen and 4H plus ions. But where from we get this 4H plus ions? So in this atmosphere, this 4H plus ions produced by H2CO3 carbonic acid. How is this carbonic acid formed? This is formed due to the atmospheric carbon dioxide. So whatever carbon dioxide released from factories and vehicles react with the water vapor and form H2CO3 carbonic acid. So this carbonic acid is responsible for providing 4H plus ions. So the reaction takes place at cathode. Oxygen plus 4 electrons plus 4H plus ion gives rise to 2H2O. When this total combined reaction at anode and cathode, 2Fe plus O2 4H plus ions gives rise to 2Fe plus 2 and 2H2O. This is the total reaction. So this produced Fe plus 2 ions ferrous ions. So undergo further oxidation reaction and it lose electrons once again and it becomes +2 to +3. So ferrous ions become ferric ions. That ferric ions react with oxygen and forms one brownish color layer on the iron article, that is nothing but rust formula Fe2O3 H2O. Next, our main aim is how to prevent rusting. For prevention of rust, we need to see every time these iron articles never come contact with moisture and oxygen or air. For that purpose, for removal of the contact between moisture and oxygen with iron, we use paints, oil, grease and chemicals, especially bisphenol. And also we use another method, galvanization. Galvanization is nothing but applying of zinc coat on the iron by electroplating methods. So zinc metal is low reactivity compared to the high reactivity. So this high reactivity iron coated with zinc, this iron never get rust, never comes contact with moisture and oxygen. And along with this, one more method is there, alloy. So what is the making alloys? Alloys is nothing but when we combine 2-3 metals at one together, we get one new metal. That new metal is called alloy metals. Simply, pure iron is never useful for making articles. Why? Because it is very soft and stretches easily. But for this pure iron, we add carbon, it becomes very strong. In the same manner, stainless steel, for this iron Fe, we add chromium and nickel. So when this stainless steel iron becomes stainless steel, it never get rust. So pure gold, 24 carats, but this 24 carats gold is never suitable for making ornaments. That's why for this gold we add some another metals, like out of 22 out of 24 carats, 22 parts is gold, 2 parts either copper or silver. So this mixture, this alloy metal is useful for making ornaments. That ornaments are called 916 ornaments.